everyone, transport enthusiast, and welcome to Omsi 2's most anticipated add-on. That is right, we are in Addon London. This is my first ever drive on the map, so you're going to be getting my raw first impressions of the map. And today we are going to be driving Route 3 from Oxford Circus, I think, to Crystal Palace. So let's start this bus up. One interesting thing to note is for some reason the bus bay is on this side, so the doors are going onto the road, but I guess that's how it is in real life. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're just going to put in a route. I'm just going to do it this way because I have no idea what it is. So Crystal Palace, where is it? Yeah, okay. So basically this add-on was finally released today at 3:30 after a bit of a delay, but nonetheless the delay proved worthwhile. So today we're going to be taking a look at what's changed with this add-on, how it's improved, and some parts of the tree are from TSLP. Obviously they've been upgraded massively, so it will be definitely interesting to see the level of improvement that's risen. So if you bear with me here, what we'll do is we'll just get this going. Map wise, I just managed to do a quick cinematic, so I actually haven't gone to driven it yet, but it looks very realistic and it is very impressive. And actually I was looking at one of the areas and actually realized, oh wait a minute, that's Trafalgar Square. I've been there, like you can actually recognize it. So just don't tell me Omsi 2's crashed here. I hope it's not. Golden rule here is don't touch anything until the thing fixes itself up, which will hopefully be pronto. So, yeah, this might have to do a restart. This ain't good. This ain't good. There we go. It fixed itself. I was about to close Omsi 2. Good thing I didn't. It's fixed. It's fixed. Map actually seems to be fairly well optimized. There are a lot of AI buses. You will notice this soon. So I will have videos up on the best settings to use, because I know obviously some people are going to have issues with settings inevitably. So I will be doing the best settings for Omsi 2 Addon London, kind of going through what causes longer loading times, all that. So that will come in due course. I need to look at the manual as well, so I haven't looked at the manual yet, mainly because it's just trying to get this done as quickly as possible. And of course it will be going live later today as well, so do make sure to check that out if you're interested in seeing more of this. So the tree, there's lots of trees here, but I can't find the tree we want, the Crystal Palace. Maybe if I type it in here, tree, crystal, there we go. Enter. So this is one of the bugs apparently with the bus, is as you can see, I think the blinds just keep rolling and rolling. So we'll actually try to set them up manually. I'd say it's fairly intuitive, in terms that the IBIS code should be fairly intuitive. As you can see as well, this bus is officially branded, so this has got the official rights package branding, which is rare with these payroll DLC add-ons, because obviously there's issues with licensing, but the developer's gone the extra mile to actually get the licensing and actually have the proper branding, which is always good because it's, well, it's kind of a mixture. So the Route Master and what's the other bus? What's the other bus yoke called? The Route Master and the Evo City, they have the branding, but the Enviros don't, and I'm guessing that's because he's only got the branding rights for rights. That would be my educated guess. So now we're in the center of London, so obviously it's not as busy as it would be in real life, but what you will notice is there's a lot of people lying around, or there's lots of people around the streets, and this kind of gives you that London vibe, because obviously there's limitations obviously to AI. I always tell people who are having issues with performance to keep it as you can see, I have no idea how to use this bus, so this is all a bit of a trial now. But what I always tell people is that keep your AI traffic below 100. Now, we are doing the I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to look at the manual, how to do it, and I'll be right back. So bear with me. Okay, so I'm back, and I've just quickly taken a look at the manual. So basically what we have to do is you have to look for our routes. So it's saying to press one of these buttons here. 3 Oxford Circus. Nope, it's no. So we just have to keep going until we find the route we want. It's actually fairly simple. It's actually really nice because this is a lot handier than having to put in the old thing. The only thing is it's going to take a while to get to the tree. So 3 Oxford Circus, and then maybe I want to test 1. Maybe I want to do. There we go. Perfect. And then why is that not displaying? Oh, perfect. The blinds are going. So as you can see now, we've set up our route, and you can see the wonderful London blinds in action. So it's actually very user friendly, as you can see. It's very kind of, this bus is really easy to drive. So a lot of these buses, the UK buses, they take you ages to get started. This one didn't even have to look at the manual, just got it going without any prior experience. I think this church is from Berlin Spandau, but you know what, we'll just pretend we didn't see that. So while that's loading, I'm just going to close off the manual. Yeah, so these blinds are, as you can see, are taking ages to load. So now it's going to be a while until our passengers get on. I think we're actually going to be running late at the end of this. I'll get into my opinions of this very quickly now as well. Well, when I mean very quickly, I mean like shortly. I'm going to have some opinions about the route master and all this. Okay, so let me just... Okay, so all our passengers are on. Now, I'm not sure how the doors are controlled. There you go, but the back door... Yeah, so this is just going to be a bit of a learning here. There we go, just goes it like that. Perfect. Okay, let's get going.
To Crystal Palace.
What is happening? Who told these doors to open? I told these doors to close. There we go. So, now, as I've said, this is my first time driving the map. I haven't driven it before. I haven't actually watched. I watched, I think, like a few minutes of 1 or 2 videos, but I haven't actually seen much footage of it. So this is fairly new, but the level of detail that Reese has, basically inflicted himself to actually putting into this map, because obviously this amount of detail just requires a lot of painstaking work. It is phenomenal. You can see there's lots of small objects. There's the London Underground stuff. There's lots of AI buses as well. This really does feel like London. As you can see here, my traffic's fairly... My traffic here is fairly dense as well. Let's go. We're gonna cut in front of this Mini Cooper. Go, 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 go! Stay there. Perfect. Oi, 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 oi. Yeah, I apologise for that. What can I tell you? I'm not surprised with this kind of road rage. You know, the streets of London, as you all know, traffic is hectic. You need a bit of road rage to survive. So there's some London souvenirs as well. So generally, this Route Master, I know a few people have been saying that the sounds of the Route Master aren't great. They're saying the ones that have accurate sounds are the C200 and the C400, and you know they may be right in a sense, because having just driven this, I can tell you, I think the sounds are very low. I don't know. I've been in this Route Master, and to be honest, the Route Masters are kind of bland sound-wise anyway. But it's not bad. Like modeling-wise, it's fairly accurate. You know, it does feel like a London Route Master, and it probably doesn't help that I'm actually not a huge fan of these buses in real life. The one thing I find a bit awkward is the cab. It's kind of, I don't know. It's not what you're used to seeing in Omsi 2, but look. It's nothing major. There you can see the AI traffic just driving through buses. Oi! Who taught you how to drive?
Street, Hamley's toy store.
And performance is fairly decent. So at the moment I'm saying FPS is about 15 FPS, but you know, it's reasonable considering the fact that how dense this map is and how many AI buses it's got. Because a lot of these UK buses are not very well optimized for AI, but all these AI buses are like, there's loads on the map and it runs perfectly fine. Now let's just close our doors and let's get out of here. I think that's do I still have that key bind? No, I don't. Damn it. Sorry, I don't know what's happened here. There we go. Ah, that's why he's blocking us. Okay, okay. So it turns out in real life, Route 3 only was shortened. So this map is based off 2015. So for those of you who don't know, the map's based off 2015 is because that is when the map started development, and basically it's taken 5 years to get made, and the reason for that is that obviously it's such an expansive project. You know, fair play to Reese, who spent, you know, the last 5 years dedicating so much time to this project. If any of you saw the ITV News video, you'll see he spent a lot of 12-hour days dominated to creating this, and you know, it definitely pays off. One thing I'll say is the building quality. You know, some of the buildings obviously are lower resolution than others, as you can see here, and I'd say perhaps the reason for that is because obviously they're taken over a long period of time. So that is kind of one of the things. That's just one of the things that kind of is a bit of a. It's, you know, it's not a major, you know, game breaker, but it is a bit disappointing in parts. But you know, still nonetheless, at least they're accurate buildings, and at least, you know, at least they're the actual buildings in real life. It's just some buildings you'll notice are just the worst quality than others. But look, it's nothing major. You know, considering how expansive the map is, it's reasonable. So the other thing you'll notice is there's a lot of Addon London's content around, ads around it. You know, as there is.
2, Crystal Palace.
Let's just take a look at the interior views. Actually, I haven't taken a look at these yet. So probably what's going to happen going forward with this. So I probably the way I plan to do this now. This is another thing I found odd is the interior views on this are a bit strange. Ah, now you can hear the bus better.
Piccadilly Circus.
We're going to skip this stop mainly because I want to kind of keep this video shorter. Yeah, so basically my plan is I'm going to do like these routes with no commentary, just so you can see them with no commentary. Then I'm going to do the live streams and live commentary, and I'll probably do a full review, that kind of stuff going along as well. Yeah, so the streets are a bit empty. Again, this is the limitations within Omsi too. So, of course, the funny thing is today is because obviously the Addon was delayed. You always have the Muppets that are just waiting to kind of, you know, have the smart comment, to have the smart reply and say that, oh yeah, the add-on is cancelled, no surprises there, blah blah blah. And, you know, obviously this is just kind of uncalled for. The add-on was released, was as expected, albeit with a few hours delays, but look, it's nothing major. Now, yeah, so the reason the add-on was late, there was an issue with the Evo City apparently, but we shall see what exactly that. Basically, there was some last-minute bug they found with it, so they had to go to revert to an older version. So then they had to change the files, and then Steam has to verify them. So that's why there was the longer release time. Yeah, but you know. Okay, perfect.
Haymarket, Charles II Street.
As you can see, this is a great thing about this map. Is a lot of these payware maps, they don't have the actual places, like the actual name places as in real life, because obviously there's copyright infringements, like Chicago, for instance. You see Starbucks, instead of being Starbucks, is just green. But here, all the brands are there. So you have Boots, you have everything. So it actually feels like you're in London, because, you know, obviously that's a major part of it's a major part of what makes the city that feel like the city. Okay, perfect. So opening the bus stop brake, that seems to open all the doors. So if you just click the stop for the bus stop brake, that seems to open all the doors, which is fairly handy.
3.
I tend to avoid 3-door buses because I just find them a nuisance, because the key binds are different for every bus. There's 2 different key binds they can use. It's just a bit of hassle. But, you know.
Trafalgar Square, Charing Cross.
Yeah, there's Trafalgar Square. So you're going to see Trafalgar Square. And I actually, when I was doing the cinematic showcase, I actually looked and I was like, oh my god, that actually looks like Trafalgar Square in real life. I immediately was able to recognize it. And it just shows you just the amount of love and the amount of time and dedication Reese has put into this add-on. And, you know, it's absolutely exceptional. Because generally, I'm not going to lie, I am against the idea that DLC should be the same price of base game. But I think in this case, obviously Reese has put in so much time that, you know, and there's so much content, it kind of works out as reasonable value considering the amount of time it's put in. One of the things that's a bit disappointing about all these add-ons is when you like I was talking to on the Discord server with a few people yesterday. They're saying, yeah, Reese is going to be getting like £30 by this or that, but the actual thing is, at the end of the day, with these add-ons, with these games, developers actually get less than 50%, because what happens is you have Steam, who takes basically 30% of all sales, so they take 30% of the sale price. You have Aerosoft, who I'm gonna say take 20%. Realistically speaking, that's probably what they take. I don't know for certain, but you know, it's no less than 10%. It's most likely. Oh shoot! I clicked F11. So sorry about that. This is the annoying thing about Omsi. It has this F11 keybind that just does this mess, but we'll be back on track. But yeah, so then if Aerosoft takes their 20%, so that's £6. Then you have the £9 obviously from the Steam, so that's down to £15. Then there's VAT, which is about 22%. On when I paid for it, it says it was like £5.61, so that's another like £5. So then Reese is actually only getting £10, which is 1/3 of the price. So you know, it kind of just it goes to show with these paywall DLCs how much money how much of the money you're paying doesn't actually go to the developers, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, I do apologize for this, but there we go. There's the Canadian Embassy as well. So let's close these doors in advance. Yeah, I don't know if this is adjustable, but this is something people were saying about the buses, that they're kind of made fit for purpose, not like basically they don't go over and beyond, if you know what I mean. They're kind of like they're made to be sufficient, but they're not they're not amazing per se. And you know, look,
Whitehall, Trafalgar Square.
the buses are like, it's drivable. It's put like, you know, there's no major faults. Obviously, like texture quality is not as good as some of the master buses, but generally it's decent. Like, you know, generally like it's a good bus, like modeling wise. The exterior is better than the interior, I find. But yeah, so that's kind of it. So I'm hoping we get to the part where TSLP was soon, because I thought that basically TSLP was like completely not used and this was kind of just redone, but I actually, seeing from some of the videos, it actually did seem like TSLP, some parts were maintained. So it's just interesting to see to what extent stuff has been maintained. And obviously I will be, so what I will do is I'm actually planning to do a comparison video. So I'm going to have comparison screenshots and kind of have the two maps at the same time in the video, so you can actually see the difference. I'll get that probably out next week at some point. Wanting a bit of, yeah, it's a bit tight schedule at the moment, but should have it soon enough for you. Ah, there's a pub as well. Kind of changes up the scenery. Yeah, I think the question is when it's gonna start. When someone does this in the rain, someone does London in the rain. Nah, this is not the best screenshot. I think that bridge is the best. The bridge is the place where everyone takes their screenshots. It's just going to be that. It's going to be the most kind of like overused location. That being said, obviously I'm probably going to use that as well. In terms of AI cars, the AI cars there seem to be is a Mini Cooper, a Ford Focus, a Mercedes-Benz, some kind of fancy Mercedes-Benz. You have your taxis as well, and a Toyota Prius. Because obviously, you know, it's all about the electric cars. Okay, let's go. Yeah, that's the thing about the Route Master. I think the Route Master is very kind of like individual to London. A lot of people seem to like it really, like a lot. It seems like a very popular bus, but I think it's one of those buses people will only use within London. Okay, are the passengers getting on? Ah, here. Whoa. What was that? Okay. So obviously there are some bugs, as you saw there. Our passenger. I think this is another thing people were talking about. There is some bugs with the passenger parts. As you saw there, that passenger was heading towards us. Then it feels like he was sitting down. So I think that's just some bug with the parts. But you know, in fairness to Reese, he's self-taught himself this. So you know, it's definitely not something like you know, a lot of us would be able to devote so much time and patience to.
3, 2, Crystal Palace.
But yeah, it's That's one thing I find odd is like why they've shortened this route down so much in real life, because this route now only goes to Whitehall and they've cut it down on both ends, so it's no longer this long. Like this is one of the longest routes in the add-on, but in real life it's actually quite short.
Westminster Station, Parliament Square.
All these buses are limited to 60 kilometers an hour, but don't worry, I'll be removing the speed limiters and I'll probably be uploading that to Felsham as well. This is a timing point, okay. I'm just going to skip this stop because, well, they load into fast. This is the scenic,
Abingdon Street.
no, we don't stop here. This is the one thing as well, it's a bit confusing which stops you have because I thought, as you can see there, we don't stop at all stops. But there's a new voice back as well. As you saw, bloody hell, you heard that one. There's the underground, how deep does it go? Ah, Julio. Yeah, so now, this obviously most people probably recognize this. Here you go, Big Ben. Oh, what's happened here? The Range Rovers are going as well as that, a Land Rover. Now, this is probably like the most scenic part of the map.
What's this driver doing?
He's turning the bus. You ever heard of a bend? You know, unfortunately, life is not just a straight line. It's not as predictable as that now. Now, let's just make sure we're going to the right lane. Yeah, so I think this is like the highlight of the map. Like, this is like, I always like bridges in maps. They're always, like, Belgrade has a really nice bridge because it kind of just, they're very scenic. They offer a lot of scenery, and this reminds me of the Grand Quia Moss in the Belgrade map. It's just phenomenal in terms of, you know, the amount of scenery you get. So, here, Toyota Prius, get out of the way. Toyota Prius, get out of the way. You're ruining my screenshot. Yeah. Oh, okay. The sounds of this, there seems to be some kind of like RPM noise that's a bit, I don't know, dare I say inaccurate, but... Oh, shoot. We're about to clip the yoke. We're about to clip the bollard. Okay, back, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna skip this red light, don't mind me. Yeah, so as you can see there is some bugs with the passenger pass, but obviously this will be fixed in due course. And you know, I think at least a lot of us are glad that this has actually come out, you know, because there was a lot of naysayers, there were a lot of people saying this was cancelled, but as you can see, it's out, and that's one of the main things. Performance is actually very good. It's oh shoot.
Crystal Palace.
You know, it's actually very well optimized because as you can see here, I'm by no means running on a you know, some massive gaming PC. I'm just running on a fairly standard PC. It's above the recommended requirements for Omsi 2, but you know, something amazing, and it runs fine. So I think that was what some people were saying is why the add-on took so long, because a lot of the time it was not actually on the map making, it was on optimization. And you know, that is probably fair enough because a lot of these maps, if they're not well optimized, it's just, it kind of becomes a nuisance. And you know, it's probably better to have the optimization, to have the possibility just to, you know, play the map without any kind of lag or issues, rather than have something that's poorly optimized, because obviously Omsi 2 is poorly optimized, and we know kind of the consequences that are endured as a result. There's the fire engines as well, the tube. I wonder if there's any AI tubes. I think there is. We'd like to see that come up at some point. Let's go. Hope you paid your congestion charge. It's like £42 now, isn't it? Move! What are these yokes doing? You're giving this taxi driver a piece of my mind in a second. No. Hey. Actually, let's see how the reverse of this bus is. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm not going to waste time and... Oh, what is happening? Oh, my things. Did I just break the bus? Why is this not moving? I'm in drive, haven't I? I apologize about this. I don't know why the bus decided to let's do this.
3 2 Crystal Palace.
3, 2, nowhere at the moment. Yeah, why is this bus not moving? We're in gear. Nope. Ah, maybe it's because I have to put the gear while the handbrake's on. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, these buses have these safety features, so let's just stop here. Oh, this looks nice. Okay, now we've caused a bottleneck. Thank you, thank you. Obviously, buses are better public transport than taxis, so I appreciate your acknowledgement of that. Yeah, so guys, do let me know in the comment section down below if you prefer commentary videos, no commentary videos. Because kind of plan is live commentary, live streams, and then probably no commentary videos for the footage, apart from reviews and that kind of stuff. This looks familiar, so I'm pretty sure I've been here before. Pretty sure I have. Yeah. You know, this is really, it's absolutely phenomenal, this map. It really is. Now, don't tell me we've gone the wrong way. Oh, shoot. Did I take a wrong turn? Yep, I've taken the wrong turn. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go back and see what I've done. $12,159. So this is nowhere near where I should be. So where did we go off course? Maybe it's at this bridge, because I don't think we're meant to go down this bridge. I think I messed this up. I do apologize for that. Yeah, you see the tree goes down there, so you have to do a full old reverse. Now we're going to be very late. This is not good. No. See, this is confusing. The tree. Okay, I see what I've done. So I apologize about that. As you can see, I went the wrong way. This is going to be a major delay, but you know, I will redo this video with no commentary anyway, and actually showcase the route. So now it's going to go back to the trash. So I'm going to do a very dodgy 3-point turn here. Here. You always know how to cause the biggest problems, don't you? Move. Let's go. Okay, perfect. Here. There must be some coupon going on. They're all going here. Let's go. Okay. As you can see, we managed that turn without clipping anything. So, let's get the trash going. Let's get the speed going. So these buses are limited, obviously in London they're limited. I think there's like 63 kilometers an hour. There's someone just pulling up on my side. To become, you know. Oh, Sainsbury. Yeah, I was wondering why passengers weren't getting on. There's your answer. So, we'll be back on track in no time. I know now where we're going. Yeah, that's the thing about these route arrows. They're designed in an interesting way in the sense that they're not the conventional style in Omsi 2. Wow, there's a lot of traffic. Lots and lots of traffic. That's the thing, I can't actually use that picture of the tree because most people will know that's the wrong way. Okay, I think there's a filter light. Yeah, the idle on this seems to be very loud. It just seems to do this like humming. Interestingly enough. That's another thing, the sirens are quite loud. One thing about this map is it does have these kind of backdrops that are dead ends, which generally in pair maps should be avoided because it kind of feels unrealistic. So that is one kind of one aspect to it that's a bit of a yeah. That's one thing that like, you know, obviously, like, considering how long the project's take, it's probably like not worth, you know, adding in that extra detail. But yeah, I don't tend to like backdrops too much like that. They kind of take away from the maps, I feel. But look, considering the, you know, the amount of detail there is, you know, it's nothing major. Yeah, so now we turn left. and then we're back on track. I know I'm not the first person that's gotten lost on this route, so that's fine. I think it's this way now, yeah. There we go. Yeah, this is like the flagship route. For some reason, like the tree is like the one that most people are interested in seeing first. Route 3. I don't know why, but oh no, damn it, the thing disappeared. That was gonna be the perfect shot. Nope. Okay, so what I'm gonna do probably is I'm just gonna skip a few stops because I kind of just want this kind of video just kind of just give you my first impressions, that kind of thing, and I'll get the proper stuff out soon enough. So I'll get like the actual routes out, and I'll actually get the videos of the route footage out as well, because we'll be live streaming as well. So I'll be doing the tree again using the C400R. So we'll skip like 3 or 4 stops. We'll skip 4 stops, that kind of thing, and then we'll get to it. So we take this bridge.
Lambeth Palace. A light here for Lambeth Bridge.
Actually, I like this bridge better. This bridge has nicer scenery. Well, it doesn't. It's not as there we go. That will be a good thumbnail. Yeah, I don't know why this taxi driver is not in the right lane. Like, he's just hugging the 2 lanes. Shows some manners. Where's your decency? Oh, this bus goes a lot of fuel for a hybrid. So we're going. This is a roundabout, isn't it? And then this way. Coolio. There's our colleague. I think you should stick to the getting off and using the car. If you have a problem with how people drive a bus. Okay. Yeah, a lot of stuff in the Discord, but at the moment kind of busy getting this stuff out, so yeah. And yeah, do make sure to join the Discord because I kind of post all the updates there and just all this discussion, screenshots. So make sure to subscribe as well. We're posting loads more videos of Omsi 2 Addon London. All of these jokes. You know, there's more than one door. Like, look at them. You can also use the front door as well. Don't worry, I don't point. Okay. Yeah. So the new London route master. I don't know. I'm not a fan of these buses in real life. I'm not really a fan of this bus in game. I think probably the Evo City is going to be the bus for me. It's not. It wouldn't be my go-to bus to drive. Not going to lie. How far are we? So this route's like literally 1 hour long, so it's fairly long indeed. All aboard. Route 3 to Crystal Palace. That's my bad impersonation of these voiceovers. London in the rain. We gotta put on the rains soon enough in one of the videos. London in the rain is a must. Make sure this is recording actually. Yes it is. Wow, 24 minutes already. Okay, so we need to get a move on. Okay, yeah, that traffic light, we're gonna ignore it. Yeah, sorry, this video is kind of like oh no, you yeah, this is one thing about this. I don't know how I feel about this. It's just like, it's okay if it's kind of further out extended, but this kind of backdrop, it's kind of right in front of you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of this. This kind of does seem to be a trend across the map. I'm not really sure what's the story here, because as you can see, there's building behind, so obviously this connects in real life or something. I don't know. I'm not trying to be like, you know, nitpicking here, but you know, this is generally just kind of one of the things that kind of does stick out. But look, you know, as I said, it does actually feel like you're in London. There is, you know, obviously it's like, obviously it's not going to be perfect, and obviously there's going to be some positives, some negatives, as is always the case. But I have to say, I'm very pleased with the performance. The performance is, well, there's a bit of stuttering, as you can see at the moment. Okay, well, we skipped that stop, my love. But, you know, generally it runs well. There's also 5 bus garages, which I find odd. There's so many bus garages, I don't know where they are. I need to look at the manual.
Kennington Road, Museum.
Just to kind of figure that aspect out as well. 20 miles an hour, I don't think so. So now we're in Kennington Road. So now we're going to get into the TSLP part. So now you're going to get to see the comparison. You even have the route maps here. Let's take a look. Are they accurate? Oh, they're actually high definition as well. Like usually they're like scribbles that aren't legible. Is our bus full? I think our bus is full. Oh well.
3,
You all know me. I don't mind a full
Crystal
bus.
Palace.
Means less work for us. Yeah, the other thing is this map's actually 9 gigabytes in size once extracted. Well, I mean extracted, Steam extracts the thing, because the Steam downloads 3 gigabytes and then it extracts it into 9. So it's not actually 30 gigabytes like people were saying. Well, very patriotic they are. Not sure how I feel about a flag on a car like that, but look. We'll ignore that. Yeah, so this is Kennington Lane, so now we're getting to the TSLP part. And, so far this is not really recognizable with TSLP. I'm not really, you know, I don't actually feel like this is TSLP. It's, you know, it's much better improvement. I think TSLP was probably very overrated. If we're being fair. Whereas this is actually, I think, decent quality.
3, 2, Crystal Palace.
Yeah, we're not gonna wait to choose traffic lights because it's just time. There's a lot of trees as well.
Kennington Lane.
Is this how it is in real life? This kind of... No. So there we go. Now we're going into familiar territory. So I think the terminus here was somewhere here, because maybe it was further up. But yeah, it did kind of have these houses. The high temperature in the bus, it's London. Can't be that high temperature now, come on.
3, 2, Crystal Palace.
So, there we go, green light, perfect. Okay, now I think we're entering the familiar territory. I think.
Windmill Row.
Yeah, so that was Kennington Lane there. So, okay, there we go. There's another backdrop. I don't... Yeah, this is a... I'm not sure how... I kind of prefer it was open out in a building, like in a dead end in the road. I don't really feel like that's realistic. I know the other is not realistic either, but I think it's better.
Kennington Park Post Office.
This Spandau Church is very popular. What is this chap doing? Come on, mate. This Spandau Church, I think we've seen it. This is the 3rd time I've spotted it on the map. Yeah, so this is, okay, as you can see, this is completely revamped from TSLP, because, Kennington Park Post Office was like the second last stop, and, I don't know, I can't see this, I can't see the resemblance with TSLP here, so it goes to show that it has been rebuilt. There's a massive improvement here. Yeah, this is like, it's almost unrecognizable. This part is more recognizable, because I remember there was this part that was like the part with the trees. Well, I guess like there's not really much more you can add to that. No one's getting on and off. Lovely, so I stopped here for no reason. What a waste of time. Does this close all doors?
3,
Oh, that's
2, Crystal
that's
Palace.
interesting. So there's a button to open all the doors, but there isn't a button to close all the doors at the same time. So I think this another thing is that these buses have timing points. So what they do in London is really annoying practice if you ask me. But what they do is they stop if they're running early, they wait. There's certain bus stops they have to wait up until the timetables
St. Mark's Church.
basically
A
until
light
they
here for Oval
the
Station
the
and
earliness is
cricket
eradicated.
ground.
But I don't really like those timing points. Okay, that tree's going into the building. There's your backdrop. But yeah, so that's why. So I'm guessing that's why you see a lot of buses that just kind of wait at bus stops that aren't terminalized, and I'm gonna say that's why. I think with this map is what you find is some areas are a lot better than others, and it kind of goes back to the building. There is definitely not necessarily an inconsistency, but you know, in terms of like it kind of varies across the map. I think I think it's probably dependent on like when it was made, but you know, again, there's another backdrop. Kind of think it depends. Yeah, I know like a lot of people are probably going to be wondering, is this worth €30? Is this, you know, is this DLC worth it? And you know, obviously this is a much anticipated DLC for Omsi 2. It is finally nice to actually be able to drive in London. And you know, generally, I think just kind of sum up from my first impressions, what so far I kind of I've come to think of the add-on is, it's, you know, there's certainly great attention to detail in objects, that kind of stuff, and in you know, there is a lot of kind of small details that kind of make the map more alive. The AI buses and the AI cars, they all kind of add to that atmosphere. Areas like the city center, so before the river, they're very well recreated. These areas here as well, they're quite well done. But then there are some issues. I think the backdrops are, maybe it's just me, but for me the backdrops are kind of a bit of a letdown, because it's kind of something you see in like stuff like Kevin Nichman, like the Gladbeck team, that kind of stuff. Like, this is not to be like overly critical of anything, but it's just kind of a general point. Backdrops are a bit, they are a bit annoying, and they do kind of take away from the experience. But at the same time, you know, the detail here is like, this is the thing, like back there I kind of feel like the level of detail was worse than here, but here I think it's a lot more detail. Like, you have your fences, you have your shrubbery. Looks well, you know. It does indeed. No, overall it is a superb map. You know, like obviously there's limitations, like, and they can't be working on this forever. And
3,
yeah,
2, Crystal Palace.
the other thing is that Spandau Church is used way too much, because it's just, I've seen that church 4 times. Every time you see the church, it's the same object, which is, you know, nothing wrong with using the object, but at this point I've kind of seen it so many times, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's from Spandau, but you know, again, it's nothing huge. But this is a definite improvement from TSLP. As you can see, this is not recognizable to TSLP. The South London project compared to this, so far this doesn't resemble TSLP. I don't even remember this kind of layout there. So definitely some improvements, because in the videos I saw there was some parts that did look the same as in the South London project, but it's, yeah, it's not. This bus stop is closed. Perfect. Nothing I'd like more than a closed bus stop. Just go on ahead.
Loughborough Road.
But yeah, overall, I'm quite impressed. These roadworks are a nice feature. I wonder if there's a chrono feature. There's a lot of Omsi 2 add-on, like, Jesus, yeah. This is typical with these payware add-ons from Microsoft. There is a lot of yeah, there's a lot of Addon London stuff, like, you'll notice it. But yeah, the footpaths are not. That's the thing, even the footpaths, I like the footpaths. The footpaths are a massive improvement. Aldwych. So yeah, that's the thing. I was debating. Am I just gonna delete TSLP from my computer? I don't plan to drive it again, but I don't know. It's one of those things that, like, you never know. You might want to drive in the future. But I think TSLP will be gone. Will be gone. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this map as well. Like, do share down below your thoughts on the map. I would love to, you know, just kind of know what everyone else thinks about the map. So do post down below. Do let me know. Do join the Discord as well. You can share there more thoughts on the map as well, and that kind of thing. So what we're gonna do now is just gonna, because we're very close to the terminus, I'm just gonna kind of keep this short, and then what I'll do is I'll do the no commentary videos. I'll do the tree, I'll do the 45, all that, and I'll actually let you see the map and kind of get the videos out. I like the grass. The grass is a nice feature. It just kind of makes the map more vibrant. Yeah, don't worry. When we do the other routes, I will actually stop at all the stops, because this video is already at 40 minutes, so I kind of don't want it to take ages to process and all that. Ah, here we go. This looks familiar. So this part you'll remember from TSLP. This is the part that.
Road, Brixton Police Station.
This is, yeah. So here's Brixton. Like,
Brixton Academy.
I think some of this part was recognizable from TSLP. Like here, here we go. So this part here, some of it does resemble TSLP. I guess it's mainly the road layout though. It is vastly different.
Brixton Station. A light here for National Rail. And
Well, yeah, that's the bridge right there. This is probably the closest you get to TSLP, but as you can see, the TK Maxx is redone. It's a lot better looking. That is actually superb. The TK Maxx and TSLP was very two-dimensional, but as you saw, that one there, that one was superb. You know, I'm actually very impressed. Like, this is a massive improvement, because the objects they've added the 3 dimensions to them, which makes them actually stand out and makes them recognizable. So this is a vast improvement from TSLP. You can still kind of you kind of sense it's TSLP because you kind of sense that some of it's from TSLP in the sense that just mainly from the road layout, but it's a massive difference. So I take a picture here and they just share this in the Discord. As you can see, underground station as well. It's phenomenal. Like, it's definitely not the same map. Because actually I had a screenshot here, so this is gonna be, there's your comparison. It's a whole new level. Whole new level. What time is it? Okay.
You're putting your foot down, mate. You're really, really late.
Oh, you want me to put the foot down? Careful what you wish for. I have no problem with putting the foot down.
Crystal Palace.
Okay, okay. So yeah, that's really it, guys. So that's kind of really all there is to be said. But, you know, I'll probably just since this is mostly commentary anyway, I might just leave it to commentary. Yeah, this is new as well. Wait, which way are we going? Okay, we're going left. Ah, yes. Again, this I remember from TSLP. So this is where the RRP terminates, and again, it looks vastly different. It doesn't look. There you go. There it is. This is the RRP terminus, just there to the right of us. It's actually phenomenal, because I recall this area in TSLP, but you don't actually. You can tell it's different. This is definitely a massive improvement. I think the road is different as well. The splines are a lot better looking. That's one thing I noticed is I think generally the splines are consistently good. The objects, I think some objects are very well detailed. Some objects I think are a bit less so. But with the splines, I think it's consistent throughout. Morville Road, remember that from TSLP as well. Okay, so now we turn left. Now this as well. So I remember that building there to the left. I don't think it was the Sainsbury's. Ah, here. This is probably the only part that's kind of like looks almost the same as TSLP. There you go. Here. Yeah, so this is the TSLP part. So this guy, as you can see, is it's it's really done. So what I think has happened is I'm not sure, but by the looks of it, because I know he had like a hard drive failure, 2 years of work lost, unfortunately, in 2017. So this is technically 3 years of work, because obviously everything had to be placed from scratch. But I think what happened probably is that he didn't actually. TSLP was kind of just left there, and then he just made this from scratch. I think that's what he said he did anyway. Yeah, we're not gonna stop here. We're just gonna go to the terminus. We're almost there. So this is just gonna be a bit of a dead run, just to get this video out there. I'll do a proper video of this later on at some point.
Milton Road.
There's that church again. I think that's the 5th time I've seen it. Some high rises as well. Some high rise apartment blocks.
Rockwell Lido.
Yeah, we definitely shouldn't be taking the speed bumps at this speed, but yeah, it's grand, it's grand. Oh! Oh, 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 oh! Whoa. That was close. Yeah, so this bridge has been redone as well. Remember someone in Discord, I think it was Romford. They shared a screenshot, and this is completely new as well. Current Hill.
Brockwell Park.
Yeah. Ah, I wonder why he's parked like that. You should be parked with the traffic flow, not against them. Cheeky. But yeah.
Guernsey Grove.
Crystal Palace is going to be like the most phenomenal difference, because Crystal Palace, I think you all remember, in TSLP was terrible. Because I almost like someone had a video of it, and I was, of like Crystal Palace in real life. I was like, wow, this looks nothing like it, because it was just flat. It was basically a field. It was basically just a road choked in a field. Like there was barely anything that kind of made it stand out, made it actually evident that it was Crystal Palace.
Turney Road.
I'm not sure if the announcements are the same as well, because some of these names, I'm not sure if I recognize them from TSLP, but in fairness, they only used the announcements. They only worked with the Enviro 400 MMC. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that was close. I thought you were turning. Why are you hanging about, not a worry in the world? Yeah, this horn's very loud as well. Is this how it is in real life? Oh no, now we're stuck behind an AI bus. Nothing worse than being stuck behind traffic in Omsi, especially AI buses, they tend to be slower. There seems to be a lot of roadworks. It seems to be a very big trend in this map.
Hymer's Mead.
This is going to be a bit of a sketchy overtake. Yep. Not going to work. Oh, maybe it will work. Yeah. Stuck behind the bus we are. I keep forgetting. This is one thing about the Route Master. You can only change gears with the hand brake applied. Just to put it out there. I see. So I think there's some kind of chat on the YouTube. One of the videos. I think someone must have said it's a ripoff or something, because someone's saying that it's not a ripoff. I didn't say that because it was a cinematic. I didn't even say anything. So I think someone's posted that in. I think 30 quid like does seem expensive, and for DLC realistically, like, you know, it is expensive, but it is taking kind of like, you know, it is 5 years of work at the same time. And you know, but the only thing is, a lot of money just doesn't go to the developer; it just goes to kind of like basically organizations with lots of money anyway. Yeah, that's the thing. Cause like, I want to support the developer, but like Aerosoft, not a fan. So
Links Coppice.
yeah, because I know Gypsy Hill's next, and then after that it's like 2 or 3 more stops, and then we're in Crystal Palace. Oh, the passengers are very noisy. Oh yeah. That's the thing, it's nice that they have like, it's kind of like with Village Panel, they have the fire, I'm not sure if Village Panel had the fire brigade, but it has like the, police cars, it has the ambulance, I think it has the ambulance. Oh, no one saw anything.
Park Hall Road.
Yeah, so as you can see, there are some bugs, the AI is driving through the cars. Well, as I say that, I just drove through that car as well, but look. We expect better from the AI.
Church Approach.
These houses are starting to look familiar. I'm pretty sure some of these houses I've seen in different areas. I wonder how many custom objects were made, because all these maps like to say, oh yeah, over 2,000 custom objects. I wonder how many custom objects were made for this map.
South Croxted Road.
That is a question that I have.
Gypsy Hill.
There we go, 2 more stops. Yeah, so I will get proper videos out. This is just kind of like a bit of a scramble, a bit of a quick vid. Lots of timing points. There's the bus just driving through the traffic as you do, driving through red lights as you do. I know that's what I do, but look, cars again meant to be better than that. This roundabout, as you can see, has changed drastically. It's much nicer now. It's got all the flora and the fauna. Yeah.
Dulwich Park. Kingswood Drive.
So this is a massive improvement. Like, I know there's a bus stop there at the roundabout. Like, this is again from TSLP. TSLP was just very kind of like, there's that church again. That's the 6th time we've seen that church. But TSLP, as you can see, there's like a lot more details. Because I remember TSLP was kind of like the same objects placed. The same objects were placed there. It was the same kind of. This is better. The backdrop's further out, so this actually looks more realistic. That that I don't mind. That backdrop there is actually fine because the road kind of leads out. It kind of actually feels like, you know, it goes somewhere. But the other backdrops are just too short. Like, if it's only 10 meters, it's a bit too short for a backdrop. But yeah, this is much better than TSLP. I don't know why people like TSLP so much. I always thought it was just overrated map. But yeah, that's the thing, because
Dulwich Park. College Road.
just so much different. Yeah, from here, like, the only thing that's probably about the same is the hill. Is there a house floating up there?
College Road.
Interesting. Almost there. I think the next stop's like the last stop or 2 more stops. And we are there. But yeah, there you have it. TSLP, Addon London. It's like the two different maps, completely different maps, unrelated. Huh. Is that a cross in the trees? What is that about? I'm not sure if you guys see that as well, but there seems to be like a cross there. Maybe it's part of the... Yeah, interesting. Is that an Easter egg or something, I wonder? Bus lanes are much better as well. They're just kind of like better quality. Yeah, there you have it. First impressions of Addon London. Generally, on the speed cameras as well. Generally, performance runs fairly well. There was no like bus jumping. Well, there's a very slight at one point, but you know it runs well. And this is a lot better. This is like there's a lot more trees in there to kind of make it to kind of actually make it look more realistic. This is, you know, this Crystal Palace, compared that to the Crystal Palace of comparing it to the Crystal Palace of TSLP is just much better. Like I know here, like it's still like just like kind of like fun, but actually at least it's elevated, so it kind of like makes it feel lively. Whereas I felt like TSLP was just a field. But there you go. Yeah, guys, that's it. There's Route 3. There, it's changed a lot from TSLP. Vast improvement. It's even got like some kind of path here. So yeah, make sure to subscribe for more videos of Omsi 2 of Omsi 2 Addon London. We're posting many videos of this, including non-commentary and commentary. We're doing live streams and all that. So hit that subscribe button. Do join the Discord for more screenshots and just general chats. Got a good community going there as well. That's it for now. Until next time.